E118. As always, I'm your host, Aurian MoonRose, and today we'll be continuing the Let's Play of Final Fantasy XVI on the Final Fantasy difficulties. Bad, I do apologize, but 'tis the beauty of internet. Last time we helped Lorsman and Dion make amends, I guess, and we took out a hunt. So today now, we gotta go check over here and then find a quest to do, because honestly, I have no idea what we're gonna do. Because I really don't know what to do for us. Alright, let's go. Oh, it's Lord Uncle. Or Uncle Lord, I don't remember which way I called him, but let's ask about Origin first. You're set on this plan of yours, then? I am. You never were one to shy away from a fight. Some might say it runs in the family. Your father would be proud.
Thank you, Uncle.
I know he'll be with us up there.
As for down here...
You may take comfort in the knowledge that the realm will be in my capable hands until you return. Indeed. Alright, Three's company.
Clive, my boy!
Hey.
Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks.
Why?
It was intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in.
I remember the side quest a little bit now.
Else. You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
Probably.
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried. I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control.
Yeah, no.
Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way.
That's true.
We must move quickly. But where do we start? True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other.
Alright, and I'm guessing take care of one of those?
As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there.
Yep.
Some cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes? But such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity.
Unity!
Even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart. But how
well, yeah, we need to unite the realm.
My boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it.
Alright, where do you want me?
I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together.
Why? You have more status than I do, being an outlaw.
Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I don't remember this.
Retired.
No,
until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally.
Ouch. Okay, no, now I remember this one. Now I remember this one.
I've already spoken with him on the matter. Of course.
No, why did you need me?
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally.
Oh, I
Havel
see.
has always been a man of extolled your many virtues.
That's understandable.
Of course. But the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person.
Oh, then I guess we have to go now, don't you? I don't think we have a choice, but, so if that's what you wish.
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes.
It's a nice way
If
to
the
look
Field
at it,
Marshal
though.
wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Thank you, Uncle.
Thank you, Lord Uncle.
Thank you, Clive.
I'm only doing what needs to be done. I am the hero, after all. Meet Havel at the gates of Randala. Alright, we can do that, I think. Auckland. Alright. Oh, okay. Well, then that shouldn't be too bad.
You see that too?
Minus, maybe the one or two enemies that we may run into, but hey, that's alright. It happens.
What is it? Oh, please, just make it stop. I'm scared.
It's all right. I'm here.
Okay.
Nothing good's gonna come of this, I'm telling you.
I don't blame you guys. That's kind of life-threatening. Like, oh my god, it's a meteor! Yeah, I was like, I think there's an item back here, if I remember correctly. No thank you. Were we ever alone? If you don't see me, I don't see you. Wow, they didn't want to even deal with me. They were like, this guy's too powerful, just let him be. For the love of, just let him be. Do I see an item up there, or am I crazy? No, I don't think it's up there. So I think we're good. Honestly, I don't even know if I see it. Why do I think that the item I... Let's try something. Yeah, I'm not going up that far. So I must have seen that other thing over this way then. Alright, let's go ahead and grab this, grab the other one. I don't even think we need items anymore. I feel like we got everything we needed. But again, never can be too safe. And we're almost there, finally. Okay, I remember this one now.
It can't be Rutherford, can it?
My boy. There's only one way to find out.
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a
I got a fight.
you shall have.
Wonderful.
Allow me.
I don't need your... Please,
Just let me.
Field Marshal. Oblige him.
Take long.
Please, Field Marshal, just let him do it. He likes to fight.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
No, thank you. Whoa, you're trying, aren't ya?
This one.
Holy crap. We kind of destroyed... Sure. Guess we'll just be taking them out. Anybody alive? Well, yes, but I gotta be looking the right way first. That kind of helps. And finished. Cool. Alright, well, we're doing good for that level. How did you get a hold of a fallen enigma?
Than I'd have liked.
Well, that's because you were using Xanazu's skin, and it's got weak attack other than its finishing moves.
Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
They were your escort?
Fighting
Wow.
traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic.
Apparently so.
Fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course.
He's good at trying to do that.
My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
It's whatever's needed for the event.
It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question.
What's that?
What do you stand to gain from all this?
Nothing. I just want the freedom for everybody.
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us.
Yep.
And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones,
They were done
I know
to help.
I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right.
Hopefully.
But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
He's right, you know.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right.
I am also a Lord Marquez, right?
You are no ordinary outlaw.
I try to be. Doesn't always work.
All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
And this is where I come in again, right?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals. But those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
Maybe.
I'm flattered, but I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Are we going back to Lord Uncle?
And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Beggars can't be choosers.
It's probably Lord
I suppose
Uncle.
we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
Yeah, it's got to be Lord Uncle. I can't see it being anybody else.
Marquis. Your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
Is that where we need to go?
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
Why would it be the Lord Uncle then? He'd know where it was, but I don't know.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience.
I mean, yeah, no, that's pretty bad.
Someone like Quentin. I hope I can convince
Oh, Quentin. Yeah, Quentin could work, honestly. Speak with Quentin in Galton Bales. Aww. Alright, not a problem. We gotta go up this way. Let's see if we can convince. Feels like more like a talk quest than a quest, but at least there really shouldn't be any enemies. I do see an item, though, and I'm gonna get it. Oh, I see 2 items. Okay, well, I'm gonna get both of them, but I didn't see the second item. You know, we could have easily just went there, because either way was gonna take us here without any enemy encounters, but I guess it really didn't matter when and who, right? Yeah, Quentin seems like he's a good choice, though. He's a good man, and he cares about his people, and he seems like he can give good speeches, so I'm on board with it. All right. We meet again, Mr. Quentin.
I have a proposal.
You marry the country?
You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years.
Well, when you put it like that, it sounds very likable.
You a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them.
No, but if you don't help changing stuff, then...
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best.
I mean, that's kind of why he thought you would be the best choice.
We'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it?
You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
Oh.
What I'm...
What are you saying?
You better choose your words carefully.
Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
This guy's going places.
Argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
I don't think 2 feet in front of you is safe anymore.
My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Return to the hideaway and speak with Byron. Alright, can do. A new missive has been delivered. I guess we should probably take care of that missive first. I'm sure it's probably Lorsman or Dion, but only one way to find out. Oh, before we depart. Yep, Dion. Ifrit, you have my sincerest gratitude for reuniting me with Master Hippocrates, that I might embark upon this most important of journeys. My heart free of regret, though in these past few moons I have come to realize that the longer I spend in the company of you and your brother, the deeper I find myself in your debt. We must swiftly see to the menace that is Ultima, if not to save the world, to save me from an eternity of recompense. Alright, so what's the safe returns? Oh, it was him. Both of them decided to message me. Thank you, Clive, for ever indulging the whims of this dawdling old soul. I am ashamed that for far too many years I allowed stubbornness and fear to keep me from something so simple as letting a friend know how proud I was of him. Your intervention has lifted a heavy pall from my heart. Perhaps upon your triumphant return from the skies, you might be inclined to set to page the quill I gifted you. There are many of us who would hear a first-hand account of your time with the Holy Prince, myself included, Hippocrates II. Neat. Alright, let's go talk to Lord Uncle.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford
Well,
is
I did make the right
accompanying him back to
choices,
Manor
I
Porter's
guess.
altar as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power.
So I found someone
He
who's good at
asked if
convincing.
I might have a solution. And I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Basically.
Clinton would probably call me one of his. But yes,
Another outlaw?
Yeah, I believe it. I mean,
Just
sort of
we need to
enough.
Put these rotten politicos in their places.
In a different way, as
Thinking
Clive put it.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle,
True.
assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion.
I'm
but
concerned
luckily I
about
had
your
some
type of persuasion.
unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Aurian's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
Did I?
It was more of a handful.
I guess I did. I don't remember it now,
Alex
but
was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon.
that's
When
awesome.
the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Does that
Of
mean
course,
that the
Uncle.
quest isn't over yet, or that it is over? That it isn't over yet. Okay. Because I was going to say, if it gave me the choice to go here, I was going to wait to the next episode with what time was left, but I guess we'll finish this part and go.
I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
I mean,
Well,
he's
it's only
right.
8 less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My
He's got you there, Uncle. You ate while we were in the middle of a fight.
They'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen.
I am
Perhaps
here
I might
for a
suggest
reason.
An alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. Two
More like
such
argument.
firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends? I can't stand the man.
Yeah, I think that's what makes you guys such good friends.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
I mean, yeah, I am. Hey, Uncle, I am a criminal in the eyes of many.
Fine. Upstanding young gentlemen.
They are
Upstanding?
not friends, they are
Calls himself
great
Sid the
friends.
bloody outlaw.
Once more onto the breach.
No, they're great friends, they're best friends. Let me tell you about my best friend.
Shall we begin again? What we sat, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes. And I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we
There always
cannot
is
give up
resistance to
because
change.
if we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow.
I'm glad
The
somebody's
fate of the
confident.
world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
I appreciate that, Uncle. Aww.
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony?
We're gonna drink wine and eat turkey legs, because I'm up for the turkey legs.
Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
Well, I guess that still didn't end the chapter yet.
My boy,
Went a bit longer than I thought it would.
set.
That it is.
This is the role you were born for.
I hope.
Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast.
Of course.
We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall, and there is no better Crandall than you.
Thank you, Uncle.
I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Got to agree. Yay! Maybe we'll gain a level. I think we did. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Cool! That means we get to gain another level, hopefully, between streams. Dang, look at that. Cool. The Triunity Accord and the Breath of Darkness. Yeah, we're not staying down here. Nothing here. There is that up there, but we'll focus on that next episode. So next time, I guess we'll go here and do Nobody's Tool, which I think also unlocks the last 2 hunts. So that'll be awesome. Been a while since we, I guess we'll end right here because of the fact that I'll be moving about. All right. We're getting closer, I think. I don't know how close, but I guess we'll find out as time goes on. Woohoo! So we'll go ahead and leave it here. When we come back, we'll do Nobody's Tool and continue to complete side quests so that we can do the first DLC and then finish the game, because I don't know if we'll make it before the end of the season, which means this will be kind of like an add-on season later on. But we'll worry about that when we get there. But until then, remember, keep gaming, never give up. And you know they're best friends when they fight like they do.